How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days, and welcome to our corruption boss video in Terraria. So I finally made the grappling hook, and as you can see, it makes getting around a lot easier. So it was just, I needed that item called a hook that drops from skeletons, and it just means you can get around a place like this with a lot of drops a lot easier. So what we're going to do is set up this area for our... Oh, what's that? Ancient Shadow Scale Mail. Wow. I'm not going to use it, but that's a pretty good drop. Gosh. It just dropped off one of the floating eyeball things. Anyway, so we're going to get this area ready to fight the boss. So you kind of need a bit of a flat space to work around. So what I'm going to do is make like a catwalk along here and light it all up. So you just need room to easily maneuver when you're fighting this boss. So we'll just light it up a bit. Similar on the roof, you want a nice flat area that you can grapple onto. Oops. And you'll see why once we get started. So I'll grapple up there. I'm not sure. I think the enemy stop... Oh. The boss is like a giant one of those worms. I think the smaller enemies stop spawning when you're fighting it. I'm fairly sure. Oops. Okay, so we'll just get out of there. Alright. So this is an okay sort of space. Can easily grapple up and attack while we're hanging from the roof. Drop down easily. What I'll do is just finish off over here. So if I have to run to the side, I'm not going to get insta-killed and fall in a hole. Okay. And we might just cover this hole too. So I'm out of dirt blocks. Let's use some stone. Just for whatever reason, if I have to run up here during the fight, I don't get instantly killed that way either. Make sure it's all lit up. We'll put some more along here. It's surprising how you move around during boss fights. You know, obviously touching the boss is instant damage. And you want to avoid damage as much as possible because you can only heal once per minute with potions. Okay, that's pretty good. Just get rid of that stuff. Alright, it's a nice little arena. So the boss is one of those worms that goes right through the floors and ceilings. So by making this little arena, you can easily maneuver around with the grappling hook and stay out of its reach. You can also wait for it to come and then quickly just scoot away and then damage it. Now, weapons-wise, we don't have the best weapons for this. A good weapon's called the Morning Star, which is like a flail. And the boss is split into segments, so you want to hit as many segments with one attack as possible. Now, the space gun's fast, but it'll only damage one segment at a time. So I'm going to probably use that. It's the best gun I've got. The other option is stand, try and dodge it, and then just attack with the ham axe. So I guess we'll cross this bridge when we get into the fight. Now I've got my bombs here because I need to kill the last shadow sphere. So let's see. Just see if we can find one. Nope, not up here. Did I kill the one down there? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Although we'll just check because I'd rather... As soon as you kill the last sphere, the boss is going to spawn pretty much instantly. So that means it's go time, people. So we want to be ready. You want to be near where you're going to fight it. Okay, there might be a mad dash back to this place, I think. Alright. Where's the next closest one? Was there one down? Whoa! Whoa! Quick grapple hooks. Just a quick tip, organise your number hotkeys where it's handy for you. So I probably didn't die then because I was comfortable with where my grappling hook was numbered to. Like I knew it was on 4. So even though I did kind of mess up then, I knew what number to push without thinking about it. Okay. So what I'm probably going to do to break the sphere, I'm actually just going to drop a bomb in, but not worry about picking up the items. I'm going to try and get back up as quick as possible. Rats. Okay. Let's try and guide this next bomb into place. All right. Alright, and one more should do it. So let's build up the ground a bit here. Let's make a nice little wall here. And then we're going to make like a little slide for the bomb to go down. Okay, so the bomb will hit down here and should roll into the shadow orb. Okay. Now, we want to get as high as possible before we throw the bomb. Okay, ready? Come on, down the stairs. Alright, it's go time. Oh my gosh, there it is. And it is big. And thankfully we're not taking too much damage. Oh good, space gun goes through it. Okay. So basically just try and listen out for it. And then you can try and dodge it and get lots of attacks in. If you hit its head, you score a critical hit. So if you can, try and shoot it in the head or the tail, which actually instantly kills that portion of its body. Actually, the space armor's fine. We're not taking too much damage. So as you can see, by hitting its head... Whoa! Go space gun. So the head's a critical hit. Wow, this is a bit cheesy, isn't it? I'm just going to let it come back up because I don't want all the treasure to spawn under the ground. Okay. We've almost got it. Come here, you little bugger. It does split up if you attack the middle of its body. And there we go. Got it. That actually was pretty easy. But still, I must have, when I was newer, I must have fought it with bad armor, because I remember it being a lot more difficult than that. Anyway, so it drops shadow scales, which are used to make some of the stronger items. And we also should have got ore. No, not that. Demonite ore. So shadow scales and demonite ore. And what you can actually do, and while I'm down here, considering it was that easy, I'll do it again. There should be more shadow orbs, so I think we should just kill another 3 and summon it again. And also, let's go, ooh, what's that? A brisk band of star power. Increases mana by 20 and 1% movement speed. Oh well, got a spare slot. Cool. Not that we need the mana at the moment, but... What I love about this game too is your mobility goes up as the game goes on. So as you can see at the start, when we first spawned, we could barely move around. And now like we can grapple, we've got double jump, we can like quickly fly around the map. It's just, it gets really cool. Okay, I've got those orbs. There's a demon altar down there. So what I'm thinking is, while I'm here, I may as well get some more shadow scales. Or is this all of it? Or maybe it's a small corruption, this one. That could be all of it, guys. Okay, we'll just go up a little bit. Make sure there's none in the walls higher up. Although they're generally lower down, the shadow orbs. Nah, I think that's it. Nah, that looks like it. Okay. So there's normally more than one corruption in the world. So if we keep walking along the map, we should find another one. So what I'm going to do is we'll teleport back home and see what we can build now. Oh yeah, sorry. While off camera, I used all the hell materials we got down in the hell biome, and we made a new house for our NPCs. It looks pretty cool, I think. So we've made 6 new rooms. And the cool thing was, there was a bed down there. So if you right click the bed, you get a spawn point, which means you can reset your spawn point in the game. So if I took that bed down to the hell zone and I died, I'd respawn down there. Be careful setting your spawn point though. Like if you set it in a tough place, it can be tricky to get back out. Okay, so let's see what we can make. So we can make more demonite bars. Cool. A nightmare pickaxe. And that can mine hellstone. So the next point would be, now that we have the nightmare pick, and remember I said try and prioritize the pickaxe over other stuff, is we can now go down to the hell biome and start getting hellstone. Can also make shadow armor. Shadow armor seems to be a melee sort of thing. It's stronger than the meteor stuff, but I like the space gun, so I might skip this. A Fisher of Souls. Cool. Okay, so I think we'll just take the nightmare pick. A legendary nightmare pickaxe. Cool. Damage, speed, crit, size, and knockback. That's a bit fancy. And this can also mine meteorite. So the higher up pickaxes can mine all the ores before them too. So there's no point keeping the other one. So let's sell that for a bit of cash. And the shadow scales. Let's find out. I've forgotten what you can make with them. Where's that guide gone? Okay. He seems to be liking my new bedroom. Get out of my room, man. Okay. So let's put the shadow scales in here. Oh, you make the nightmare pick with the shadow scales. Okay. So you need the demonite bars and the scales. I knew there was some combo you had to do. So this is the first time in the game where you need 2 materials to start making equipment, and it gets more common as the game goes on. So higher tier stuff needs more than just the metal bar. Okay, that's cool. And because I'm not making the shadow armor, I really don't need to farm another Eater of Worlds, or whatever they're called. So we'll put the bars in, we'll keep the shadow scales, and yeah, I'll keep the potions in the potion box. So what we'll do, next video, we'll go down and start mining hellstone. And there is a bit of a knack to it. It is quite tricky. It's not impossible, but similar to when we were trying to mine the meteorite, it's just not like you walk up and start mining it. Happy days, no problems. So yeah, mainly because it spawns lava when you dig it up. So we'll go down and we'll have a look at how to do it. Cool. And I'm just remember to keep any blocks you mine, special ones. So I mined a heap of snow before when I was getting the meteorite. So we might be able to make a new house with that later. And yeah. So I'll end it here. That was the Destroyer of Worlds boss, or Eater of Worlds. Next thing we'll learn how to mine meteorite. I'll see you next video, guys. See ya.